Hey guys, my name is Ryan and welcome to Overwatch Central. In this video, we are taking a closer look at Bastion's gameplay video from the Overwatch beta. Mysca joins me again to add a little more insight to our mode switching robot and how effective he could be in a team. Now Mysca, Bastion's play in a match is probably my favourite that I've seen from any of these Overwatch gameplay previews, and it's really almost reassuring to see a solid performance from a hero that I personally want to play and get my hands on. The person that's playing Bastion really seemed to know what they were doing, right?
Yeah, it's a very good use of abilities throughout the game. The placement of the sentry is spot on, and they know what to do in the tricky situations, like for example the play of the game where he quickly throws himself into tank mode, turns around and manages to kill Sari that tried to sort of go around Bastion and try to kill him from behind. And that's where Bastion is vulnerable, but if you know how to take out people who are trying to counter you or how to sort of work around it, then you're going to be a very strong player, and that's for any hero really. But with Bastion, in this gameplay preview, you can easily see his strengths and weaknesses and easily understand how to counter them, but also how to play a good Bastion.
And there was good use of abilities like his heal as well.
Yeah, for sure. Self-repair is very, very useful, just because, well, it's a heal. It's good on literally any character, but Bastion can use it in like several different of his modes. He doesn't have to be in recon mode or turret mode. I don't think it's an ability that you should just overuse just because you want to like keep your health like topped up at all times. But you should know when to duck out of the fight and heal up behind like cover and then just throw yourself back in.
And the positioning was perfect as well. He seemed to be in the right spot at the right time constantly.
Yes, definitely. You can see right at the start how he sets up in the doorway, and this works because of his shield, so he can just tank all that damage that comes from Pharah's rockets. He then goes into recon mode and moves up the map a little bit and puts up his sentry a bit further up and just keeps doing that throughout the game. Just keeps pushing forward while staying in like a good position in not the absolute front line where Reinhardt is supposed to be tanking and like getting all the attention and aggro of the enemy team, but just kind of right behind him and being ready to take people out. Because a tracer on the flanks with a well-placed pulse bomb or any other character that can, you know, flank and do loads of damage like very quickly is going to be your enemy if they know how to counter Bastion. And to counter Bastion, you basically just need to run around him. But it's a matter of being patient and
being wary of his ultimate as well.
Yeah.
We saw in the play Zarya trying to get around, but
yeah, and that's the issue with Zarya attacking, because Zarya doesn't have instant damage as opposed to Tracer's pulse bomb, for example. So even if Zarya can come up behind Bastion goes into tank mode and then just fires like 2 or 3 tank shells into her and then she's dead. That's why you need to burst him down and flank him.
There was some really good synergy between Bastion and the rest of his team. It was a really solid, strong composition. Was that why the team won the match so effectively?
Yeah, I'd say it's a very interesting like lineup, a hero lineup for both teams actually.
Because it was very defensive for the blue team, wasn't it? There wasn't very offensive.
It seems like they've swapped, as in the team now attacking Bastion's team seem to have been the team trying to defend before, because they seem to be more tank and defense like oriented. With Bastion's got his sentry mode, Torbjorn's got his turret, and Reinhardt has a big shield and his tank. Seems a bit sort of defensive, especially with Zenyatta and Smetter backing them up, and then McCree actually not doing a whole load this game. So yeah, it seems like they kind of swapped sides, and it works very well for them because they managed to set up on top of the payload, pushes it forward like rapidly, and just dominate the game.
It's interesting you said about the team switching, because on the other team there were 3 offensive characters, 2 supports and a tank. There were no defensive characters, and they just weren't able to stop the payload. They weren't able to stem the flow.
I think they, like indifferent from Bastion's team, they really didn't think about their positioning. It's very noticeable in these type of videos where you just see the perspective from one hero. Every time they get a kill, you will just know where the heroes that they killed were positioned. So it obviously looks a lot worse than it probably is, but I still say that towards the end, Bastion sets up his turret in one spot, and there are just 3 heroes that sort of jump out in front of him. I believe Tracer is on the ground and gets picked off. She doesn't like blink away or do a little time rewind thing. She just sort of stands there, gets taken out. Zarya, I believe, is a bit positioned like higher up, also taken out. I believe it's Zenyatta is also there. that Bastion manages to pick off, and it's just a very clear example of bad positioning, and they don't seem to really have a way to go about killing Bastion there. And it should be Tracer's job, really. She should be on the flanks, being able to quickly get there, blinking forward, like even throwing down the pulse bomb if needed on Bastion, and then just getting out. But she doesn't do that throughout this game, and it affects the team heavily, and Bastion just keeps steamrolling them.
I mean, as I said at the start of this video, I'm really excited to be playing Bastion.
Yeah.
I kind of feel he's a perfect hero for a player that just likes to take a lot of damage and not really worry about that.
Yeah.
Is there any closing comments or any tips that you want to say about how to play the perfect Bastion?
Like we mentioned before, using the recon and sentry mode appropriately is key. Self-repair whenever it's needed and not too often. Remember that you can actually use self-repair in more than just your recon mode. You can actually use it in your sentry mode, etc. And he just managed to push the entire enemy team backwards like pretty steadily as well. It's only towards the end where they really managed to defend. And I think that's just how the King's Road is also designed as a map, that the starting area is supposed to be kind of easy to take for the attacking team, but towards the end it's supposed to be a bit easier to defend. I mean, people are going to be able to figure out the maps and how to play, how to counter certain tactics on certain maps, but also counter characters like Bastion.
Definitely. It's a learning curve. Anyway, thank you very much for watching Overwatch Central. Be sure to subscribe to the channel for more Overwatch content, and tell us which hero you'd like us to analyse next in the comments below. Till then, take care, and I'll see you next time.